Hello, my beautiful little Moglets. So we had an update drop last night. A few interesting things, including a very interesting thing. Boom, 34 Molagoras. I was actually just thinking about this the other day and was like, wait, didn't they say we're gonna get a Molagora refund? And I was like, but I never remember getting a large chunk of Molagoras. Then out of nowhere, boom, Molagora refund. Also, all the heroes should take less Molagoras from now on. It wasn't like a massive reduction, but every reduction in Molagoras is amazing because of how hard they are to get. So this video is going to be half patch talk and half Molagora spending. But yeah, we also got something with Guild War going on called the regular season open. So up until now it's been in preseason. I actually still have to do my battles still, but I wanted to wait to use my Molagoras so that my heroes would be stronger. We still have some time. Actually it's looking not too bad here. Currently in the lead by a pretty nice margin. So actually our current Guild War is still preseason on the 13th. So in 2 days from when this video is posted, we will be in regular season. Also, we got a tab here for World Boss. It's not in the game yet. I don't think there was actually any information when it would be here, but yeah, that's pretty exciting as well. And so when regular season starts, there's gonna be a new currency we can get alongside Mystic Medals. Gonna tab over to the actual patch notes here for a sec, but yeah, as it currently is, you gotta set a defense to participate, need at least 16 members. Also, this is something amazing. Auto assign function added. Yes. Thank you. The guy who used to set all of our defenses quit the game, so I was doing it for a bit and then someone else hopped in and started rearranging my stuff, and he probably knows better than I do anyway, so I trust him. But that's gonna make it a lot easier. So when we find like a winning formula, you know, just boom, auto assign. So it'll remember the assignment from the previous Guild War and automatically implement the same assignment for the upcoming Guild War. Here's something I'm unfortunately too stupid to understand fully. So it says the health of a building will vary according to the HP of the team that has been assigned to that building. Do they mean actual HP points of the team? Because that seems a little bit weird. To the building, do they mean the fortresses or the individual buildings within the fortresses? Because then it says HP of each building based on the number of participants. And then they say difference. Is this difference like your opponent and you? So if they have like 12 more people, what? I don't know. And then there's stronghold, defense tower, and tower. I don't see anything about tower and defense unless they mean within the fortress. There's the main one and the little ones. I'm not sure if the little ones are considered the towers and the big ones are the defense towers. I'm even reading the little info button and they don't mention anything about tower or defense tower. Just fortresses and bases. So I might be misunderstanding something pretty big here, just mainly with the terminology, I suppose. But the health of the building you can see here, this green bar, and that I believe is what they're referring to. It currently has 240 out of 240, and apparently that HP will change based on the number of participants. What the heck am I missing here? So yeah, I was reading this patch note last night and I was completely unsure how to even go over this. So here is a giant pile of confusion. Oh wait. I think I got it, guys. So if we have 28 people on our side and they have the minimum 16, right? Their stronghold will have 1440. That also doesn't make any sense. What happens to our building then? If the difference, if the difference would be negative for us, because oh my god, what? Does this actually have to do with the enemy team? What else would difference mean? It's too early for this shit. So back to the current Guild War map. We are missing, I believe, 4 players, and our stronghold has 1200 HP. They have full players, and their stronghold is 1000. Oh, I get it. This is bonus HP. Okay, bonus HP, I suppose. Because currently, we indeed have 4 less people, and we have 200 more HP. So, Jesus Christ, we got it, boys. They could have made that so much clearer pretty easily, but whatever. So when regular season starts, if we still have those 4 people less than the enemy team, we'll get 480 bonus HP. So, we won't get any bonus HP where we currently get some, 40 bonus currently, in preseason, and I believe the towers are the most important. That's everything besides the main tower in the fortresses and the stronghold. So I'm not sure if you'll be at much of an advantage now, only taking your strongest. like your strongest, 20 or so, but your defense towers and strongholds will have a pretty significant boost. It'll require a lot more attacking, but having no bonus in regular, I mean, they could kill all, well, I guess also leaving out the weaker members would mean no super easy points for the enemy team as well. And if they're like really weak, they won't be able to get many points for your team either. You'd probably still be at a pretty decent advantage leaving out your weakest members. But yeah, so I think everything is pretty much the same here. Everything we've already been used to. 3v3 format, 2 rounds. So we'll be getting a new currency called Commander's Armband. You can see that here, which can be used to buy things. An artifact, I believe, is the main thing for now. This might be different, although I haven't paid too much attention to it, but regardless, if they win or lose a defense, the HP of the building that was attacked will go down. It will be reduced. Of course, if your defense wins or loses, it will affect how much it's reduced, and you get a lot more havoc for destroying a building in this regular season than preseason, as you can see in this graph. And of course, who has the more havoc at the end wins. We can also see more easily who the slackers are. We can see how many actual attacks have been used out of the dudes, and if we're like missing, 6, 9, 12, 3, we can go and see who's not doing their attacks right at the end. And as long as you participate, you will get Mystic Medals. Also, if you have a good defense and you're winning defenses, you get additional Mystic Medals based on your defense wins. We'll also get this currency when we're donating to our guild. And with those, currently we can get Proof of Valor, Rare Catalyst Chest, and Epic Catalyst Chest. The Proof of Valor is somewhat interesting, but a little bit less interesting for me specifically since it's about damage mitigation. Decreases damage by 30%. However, that goes down by 3% for each hit taken, down to a minimum of 15%. And of course, it's only for the one who has it equipped. It doesn't look here though that it is specific to one type. So you could throw it on a tank, you could throw it on a squishy. 30% damage reduction, that is quite a lot. But yeah, besides that, I believe we also got some new side story sort of things going on here. Yeah, here we go. Dang, actually kind of a whole new map going on here. 1S. Oh yeah, 1S. I think we also have 2S as well. Yeah, 2S. Dang, a lot. I didn't think it was that much actually. They're 2 actually entire new maps. That's quite nice. Also, I guess we got some AP exchange going on here. Yeah, just some catalyst though. Nothing interesting like the actual 1 and 2 or the Heart of Orbis and those weapons or the equipment. It's pretty nice. Here you can see the current difference between Molagoras now across the board. It's -6. And of course, because of that, as you saw in the beginning of this video, we got Molagoras back to mirror that change. We also got some pretty nice changes to summon, even like an actual settings tab. We should be able to actually see that in game. We can do a couple summons just to showcase it, but also let's check out these settings. So we can check do not ask for confirmation when using summon again. This will skip 1 click, which is cool. I'm not going to check off the skip 5 and 4-star animations though, because I like to see those and I don't want to just skip them. I believe this only happens when it's a hero you already have though, so if you don't care about heroes you already have, then you can leave that on. But personally, I think any 4 and 5 star is pretty exciting. So let's do 2 summons to see, first of all, this. So of course we tap it to skip the animation for the 3-star. And then we can hit continue with Lilibet drop rate increase. Boom, no confirmation screen, just goes straight to the book. And then of course we can tap it to skip it. Also, it says the color of the book has been changed when summoning a 4 or 5-star artifact. Guess we'll see that on our next summoning session though. It's just, I'm sure I have summoned Forest Totem before and we still got the summon animation book coming up. So we're gonna summon again, and you can see we definitely have the full animation. We can still skip it obviously just by tapping, but it's still there, which is kind of the same as it was before. Well, I guess it does say for heroes, and these aren't heroes, but I don't want to use all my bookmarks trying to demonstrate that. Also, guild buffs up here you can see, they actually start with 12 hours now. They cost a bit more to activate, but that's awesome. Speaking of guild, you can also get mystic tokens out of the guild supply chest, and energy with Proof of Courage. That's kind of weird. So, well, I mean, since you can get mystic medals, I don't think the energy is super worth it. Oh, there's no chance to get stigma anymore from the guild supply chest. So yeah, I think that's definitely worth it. Only Skystones, Brave Crest, and Mystic Metals. So definitely we're saving up for this, please, guys. Don't buy the energy. We also got some Automaton Tower, not really changes or bug fixes. Well, I think there are a couple bug fixes in there somewhere, but it's mostly just skill description adjustments. so that it reflects what it's actually doing. And again, bunch of other random UI and other changes. Whoops, and I exited out of it. So guess we're done with that. What I want to do is use these Molagoras. Did I already grab them? Yeah, we did. So as you can see over here, I've been raising Celestial Mercedes finally. I've been thinking about doing this for like months now. She was one of my first 4-star Moonlights, and well, she just didn't really seem that interesting, but I really need some AoE. She seems like some decent AoE, and with these Molagoras, I was thinking about getting this skill up a little bit. I'm not sure about +5 for now, since that's Molagora Go territory, and I'm not super, I don't know yet, but at least that delicious 15% damage, you know, those together, 30% damage. That's quite significant. So we're at least doing that. Should we do +5 too? I don't know, we'll think about it. For this one, I don't know. She can get like 80% combat readiness from doing her 3rd skill if she crits all 4, like in arena for example, and then do that pretty quickly after. So yeah, might need to upgrade that one as well. It's just currently she is so dang slow that by the time it would be her turn, there'd probably be 1 or 2 dead already, and that's like 40%. So I really need to mess with her gear. I'm gonna be making a dedicated Celestial Mercedes video probably next week or so. Sass. So yeah, she's super slow right now. Don't know if that would make much sense, but probably when I make the dedicated video for her, I'm going to bump up her speed so that maybe we can take advantage of this. I think we're gonna go ahead and enhance it straight off the bat anyway, because, you know, when she is one of the first to go, she would get 80% combat readiness, and then she could do that pretty quickly after. I was so impressed by one of the Mercedes I fought in one of my previous videos. They killed my entire team from full health pretty much by doing this, then this. And also she'll give herself the increased attack. So if she would actually be fast, do this, and then I have like Biken in there to increase her combat readiness by like another 20% or whatever Biken does, maybe it's a little bit more, regardless, then she could do this straight away with an attack buff. So that should definitely be enhanced in my opinion. I just so wish I could take the awakenings out of the normal Mercedes, because then she'd be like almost triple S, I think. She is A as well, they're both A. So that's really unfortunate. I just never figured I'd get Celestial Mercedes, so as a noob, I was just putting those weird stones in her. So let's get this up to at least 4 for now. Maybe we'll get it up a bit higher in the video, but for now, let's just do 4. We could currently only max out 1 of them because we only have 2 of these Black Curse powders. I had to farm like crazy just to get the 8 for her last awakening. Then we had some AP for some others, but regardless, we have 28 more. Dang. Ravi could consider doing this. I mean, she can do Devil Drive pretty often now and not have to think about it. There would be so many, honestly. Says perhaps, but he also needs Black Curse powder. So Lidica, 10% damage there. She isn't really a pure damage dealer for me. I actually gave her like, she's almost completely done, honestly, except for the last ones. And since hers are just like damage from here on, Lulu's fully done there. Shermia is max on probably another reason why she's my biggest single target damage dealer. Lulica, unfortunately, not gonna mess with that. Biken, I actually do kind of want to get those up, but again, it's just damage, and she usually does enough to one-shot like Dizzies or whatever. Granted, they don't have immunity. Well, when she was built more damage-based, she definitely was doing decent damage, but now that she's built more support with a lot of effectiveness and HP and everything, she doesn't do that much damage anymore, so I don't know, I don't really know. No idea actually who. Maybe I should save for the next big hero, or just bite the bullet and get Mercedes a max one of these. Having 28 Molagoras is a bit harder than having just like 4, because if I had like just 4, I'd be like, okay, I'll just max it, but having 28, you know, that's enough to get some significant skills on like a new hero, you know, and maybe like really important ones, so I almost kind of want to save them. At the same time, it feels like I don't really need a bunch of new heroes. I actually should probably just work on the ones I do have. All right, we're gonna do it. I guess we're gonna max her ult because it's her ult after all. Probably this will deal more damage since she'll have an attack buff then, but since I will be doing her ult first, I want to make sure that does as much damage as possible. So there we go, maxed. Looking forward to trying that out later. Of course, since I'll probably have to give her speed boots instead of attack boots, her attack will suffer a bit. But yeah, I suppose I'll actually do it for now. Make sure to tell me your thoughts in the comments down below about the patch. You can also tell me what you've spent your refunded Molagoras on. Mine was mostly Mercedes, haven't decided about the others yet, might just hold on to them. Or you can give your suggestions also in the comments down below. Leaving a like if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.